Hi, welcome back to class. I'm Chef Sunshine here with heart.org, and today we're going to be making salmon and avocado tostadas, loaded, delicious, satisfying, and heart healthy eating, as well as doctor recommended weight loss. So it can be an emotional and stressful subject, weight loss, but when your doctor has recommended this for your health, we can approach it in a different way. Let's approach it with satisfaction and sustainability and what's delicious and how we're caring for our bodies, as well as enjoying our meals. Because if it's not delicious and it's not interesting and it doesn't keep you satisfied, it's going to be really hard to make that sustainable. So we're going to talk about all the things we've talked about in the other classes: eat the rainbow, healthy fats, good proteins, and we're going to be making a super tasty meal. So we're going to start with the bottom, which is the tostada, and we're going to make our own. We're taking these 100% whole grain corn tortillas. That's always a good basis to start with your whole grains, not refined. And we're going to put half a teaspoon of olive oil on this, and it's going to cover both sides of this tortilla. So I'm going to use my hands because I just feel like it's more thorough. You get it all on there evenly, and you want to do as evenly as possible. If you feel uncomfortable with that, or if you have a pastry brush or a basting brush, feel free to use that. But we want it pretty even on each side, and we want to do this for 8 tortillas. This recipe serves 4 people, and it's 2 tortillas per person. I know. A big fat serving. It's going to be delicious. So once you get this evenly oiled, you're going to put it on a pan, whether it be a frying pan, a cookie sheet, what have you, at 400 degrees for 4 minutes. Flip it over, and then 4 more minutes. Take it out and take it off your pan so it doesn't continue to cook. Put it on your serving platter or wherever you want it to go. And I'm going to show you. This is what they're going to look like. Aren't they beautiful? Super easy. That way they're not deep. You're not getting something deep fried in questionable oil. You're not getting sodium bombs because there's no extra salt added to this. But they're going to be so tasty and so satisfying. So let's move on to our salad, which is, I chose canned salmon. Now salmon, because it's high in omega-3 fatty acids. I chose canned salmon specifically because it's inexpensive. It's something you can have on your shelf at all times just to grab and make something quick. And we are doing 1 medium avocado. And avocados are specifically heart healthy. It's such a good fat. Because it is high in a polyphenol that lowers your LDL, and that's the bad kind of cholesterol that does all the damage in your circulatory system and to your heart. We have 4 tablespoons of red onion. If you're not an onion person, you can certainly just go straight to our purple cabbage, or if you want to use green onion, white onion, yellow onion. I just like to have as many colorful things as possible, as you know. Eat the rainbow. So this is the basic, and then we have 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and this you can do more or less. This is our salt substitute. Our avocado is the fat in this. Instead of using mayonnaise, we're doing avocado. So you want to mix this and make that avocado nice and smooth. Make a nice chunky salad with this red onion and salmon. And then just taste it and make sure, you might want to add a little bit more lime juice to it. I think a tablespoon is a good place to start. If you wanted to add your salt-free seasoning, something that you've chosen that you really like, you could certainly add that here too. Black pepper would be great. But we have a lot of good toppings coming up. So this salad, which is 6 ounces of salmon, 1 medium avocado, lime juice, and onion, is going to be divided up into 8 tostadas. So we have 4 here, but 2 tostadas is going to be 1 serving. So that's going to be nice and filling. You're not going to feel deprived. The fiber from the whole grain corn is great. The healthy fat from the avocado, the protein from the salmon, these are all going to be things that make you feel full and satisfied. We're going to take about a tablespoon for each tostada, maybe a tablespoon and a half. You'll just divide it up however. Now you don't want to get caught up in counting calories because that's not something that people have time to do all the time. It's always good to check every once in a while and just get a baseline so that you know that your serving sizes are right. This is really reasonable. It's less than 500 calories per serving, which means both tostadas for one person. But don't get caught up in that. What you want to do is make sure you're getting reasonable amounts of healthy fat and healthy protein, and then a ton of low starch vegetables and some whole grain. So here comes the fun part. We're going to add our beautiful toppings. Now this is a really fun thing for kids as well. If you want to do taco night or tostada night, put out all these beautiful different colors and just let them pick what they want. But this way we are getting all sorts of nutrients and nutrition. We're keeping it beautiful. As we know, as we've talked about in other classes, each color of vegetable actually has its own nutritional array. So you're getting different things from different colors, and so you know that you're giving your body what it needs. So I'm putting my kale on the bottom. I took one really big handful of kale, probably a little more than a cup, and I chopped it and I just steamed it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and this is what we got. I chose shredded carrots for another color contrast. I'm putting about a tablespoon and a half of each ingredient on each of these. I have these beautiful little bell peppers. If you like spicy stuff, you could certainly use jalapenos or serranos. Try not to do the pickled jalapenos because those are super high in salt. And I'm just gonna snip these guys onto here. Oop, escapes. And look already how many beautiful colors we have on here and how exciting it looks to eat, which is like really part of the point. You want it to be pleasurable, and knowing that not only is it beautiful and delicious, but that with each color you're getting another piece of the nutrition puzzle. So now I put my purple on there, and now I'm using this pre-made salsa, this jarred salsa, but you could certainly use, and this is the nice thing about it, is that you can keep it in your fridge for a while. You can put it on your shelf. You want to have good foods accessible to you so that when you do get hungry or you're feeling deprived, you can reach for the good stuff. You could certainly make your own pico de gallo, which is just tomato, onion, cilantro, and lime juice. And what's left? Gosh, if you're into cilantro, which I am, and it goes really well with Mexican food, as we all know, tostadas, you can just keep some fresh stuff in your fridge or use the dried stuff, grow stuff on your windowsill, as we've talked about before. If you're not a cilantro person or you don't have access to fresh herbs, you could certainly use some parsley, some shake parsley, even oregano would be great on this. I'm a big fan of oregano on sandwiches, and oregano is a great, not only for Italian food, but also for Mexican food. So we have this beautiful thing, and we're gonna have 2 of them per person. I mean, is that filling or what? That's gonna be super satisfying, if not a little messy to eat. You get to choose what you like. What other vegetables would you add to this array? What would you add, instead of carrots or along with them? You get to really have fun with it. Just keep choosing different arrays of colors of vegetables. Try to keep them low starch, especially if you're watching your weight or have diabetic concerns. But these are all great, and then you get a little bit more fresh lime on top. And that's it. I hope you enjoy this. It's quick, easy, inexpensive. It's something the whole family will love again. And it's something that you can prep once and have a couple of times that week. That's probably really key. to making sure that you're eating healthy is to have healthy foods ready to go. When you get home from work or when your kids are done with schoolwork for the day, you want to have something that you can just reach for and you know it's going to be good for you. Convenience doesn't just come in a packaged product. We can set ourselves up for success by prepping it ahead of time. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope this was helpful to you. Please remember to go to heart.org for more resources, and I'll see you soon.